What's up? Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. Hit me up if you want to pick up some merch at bigherc916.com, or if you want to purchase some of my original art pieces. I have some for sale on the website as well. I also do commission pieces, so you can hit me up about those, or grab a bar of soap and wash your ass. Ain't nothing worse than a smelly butt. I have a special guest with me here today. I have Charlotte, my Maltipoo. She's hanging out while I do this video. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Share the channel, man. Represent. You know, I'm always lacing you up over here. Well, the social experiment of not having a father in the household has failed. As you can look around you and see society crumbling when it comes to family units with no male figure, we got to get back to business, man. You got to get the man back involved in the family unit. And the whole philosophy that you can do it by yourself, you don't need no man, all that bullshit they've been pushing. At the end of the day, every young man, every young woman needs to have a strong male father figure. Not just a cousin, not just an uncle, not just a brother, a father figure. And if you want to talk about creating a legacy or some type of prominent family structure, then the child should know his father, he should know the grandfather, he should know the great-grandfather, you know, as well as having the mother and grandmother around. These things are the backbone of American culture. Now, I'm going to start lacing you guys up on some other stuff that isn't so much involved in social media gossip. You get enough of that. You can watch all these other platforms and get a lot of that buffoonery. But I'm going to put you up on some stuff that you probably never heard and you never will hear outside of if you go and study after I tell you about it, because they don't teach you this stuff in school, in public school. They don't really teach it in private school. A lot of times you have to be, put up on game by somebody who's already up on game, and a lot of those people don't really divulge their knowledge publicly. This book right here, Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. I stumbled upon this book while I was in the pen. I forgot who told me about it, but I had read an excerpt about this book and something else, and so I decided to, have my people order a copy. I was reading a lot of books in prison, man, a lot of books, and I didn't read it like a lot of bullshit novels. I read a lot of things about the law, about society, culture, Black history, things that gave me a sense of self, things that elevated my consciousness so that on a subconscious level, I could reprogram my conscious, but I had to feed the conscious this knowledge in order to delete and override the bullshit programming that I have been indoctrinated with. So I'm going to read a little part. This is from the book. This talks about political introduction. Now, this book, they said somebody found in the IBM copier, back in, the 50s, and actually prior to the 50s, but who knows if that story is true. There's no author of this book. It's just a printing. It might be circling somewhere on the internet, but I was able to get it because I used to order these Way Out books from this Way Out book site, and I was always searching for something that wasn't so obvious. But let me just spit a little game at you about the political introduction. In 1954, it's well recognized by those in positions of authority that it was only a matter of time, only a few decades before the general public would be able to grasp and upset the cradle of power, for the very elements of the new silent weapon technology were as accessible for a public utopia as they were for providing a private utopia. The issue of primary concern, that of dominance, revolved around the subject of the energy sciences. Energy. Energy is recognized as the key to all activity on Earth. Natural science is the study of the source and control of natural energy, and social science, theoretically expressed as economics, is the study of the sources and control of social energy. Both are bookkeeping systems. Did you get that? I'm going to say it again. Natural science is the study of the sources and control of natural energy, and social sciences, theoretically expressed as economics, is the study of the sources and control of social energy. Both are bookkeeping systems, mathematics. Therefore, mathematics is a primary energy science, and the bookkeeping can be king if the public can be kept ignorant of the mythology of bookkeeping. I'll say it again. And the bookkeeper can be king if the public can be kept ignorant of the methodology of bookkeeping. The bookkeeper. Who do you think that is? All science is merely a means to an end. The means is knowledge. The end is control. Beyond this remains only one issue. Who will be the beneficiary? In 1954, this was the issue of primary concern. Although the so-called moral issues were raised in view of law of natural selection, it was agreed that a nation or world of people who would not use their intelligence are no better than animals who do not have intelligence. Wow. Sound familiar? Such a people are beasts of burden and stakes on the table by choice and consent. Consequently, in the interest of future world order, peace, and tranquility, it was decided to privately wage a quiet war against the American public with an ultimate objective of permanently shifting the natural and social energy, wealth, parentheses, says wealth, of the undisciplined, irresponsible many into the hands of a self-disciplined, responsible, and worthy few. In order to implement this objective, it was necessary to create, secure, and apply new weapons, which, as it turned out, were a class of weapons so subtle and sophisticated in their principle of operation and public appearance as to earn themselves the name silent weapons. Silent weapons. This was back in the 50s, man. This shit ain't nothing new. And they've been meeting, talking, strategizing, reassessing, reevaluating, coming back, tightening up their game, whether it be entertainment, movies, sports, college, traditional schooling. They've been hitting every area. And you see it now, man. See, the internet, man, you can get things fast. And so you see what's being disseminated out there as far as information and how they're brainwashing kids, how they're pushing certain doctrines. You know, people don't even know what Marxist means. They don't know what fascist means. We're protecting democracy. We were based on a republic. And you see that they tried to flip most republics into communists. The Republic of China became a communist country. You look at the USSR, a lot of the other countries, whenever they have republic is for the people, by the people. Democracy basically skates the surface going into what they consider socialism, fascism, then eventually communism. And in communism, there is no property rights. They don't want you to own shit. That's why I say, be happy, own nothing. And they teach you to basically not to have any type of family structure, low morals, a lot of hate, racism, these different philosophies that keep you feeling like you're helpless, but also you're a victim. Pick the book up for yourself. There's a lot of other books out there, information, and I'll read little extras from here and there, but, I want to, give you guys a little bit more game than what everybody else is giving you, because you can listen to a rapper. Oh man, he's spitting game. That ain't no real game. Real game is what's going on with indoctrination. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read a little bit other another paragraph for you guys, another couple paragraphs, just to wrap up that last little section. In conclusion, the objective of economic research as conducted by the magnets of capital (parentheses banking) and the industries of commodities (parentheses goods and services) is the establishment of an economy which is totally predictable and manipulatable. In order to achieve a totally predictable economy, the low-class elements of the society must be brought under total control, i.e., must be housebroken, trained, and assigned a yoke and long-term social duties from a very early age before they have an opportunity to question the propriety of the matter. Wow, these people right here are gangsters, man. You talking about you ain't no gang. These are gangsters. These are gangsters right here. In order to achieve such conformity, the lower class family unit must be disintegrated by a process of increasing preoccupation of the parents and the establishment of government-operated daycare centers for the occupationally orphaned children. That's heat, man. Heat. Wow. Increasing the preoccupation of the parents. You can't parent no more. They got schools running your kids. They basically in daycare all day. They're not getting educated. If they were getting educated, they'd be learning about math and sciences. They wouldn't be learning about what hair color and all this other bullshit. Who gives a damn about that? Teach me some math, man. Teach me some real science. Teach me some history so I have a sense of self. Teach me some don't give me this bullshit, but that's public school. They're going to give you the bullshit. The quality of education given to the lower classes must be the poorest sort, so that the mode of the ignorance isolating the inferior class from the superior class is and remains incomprehensible to the inferior class. See, they don't even want you to know how stupid you are. That's why states like Oregon are passing these laws. Oh, there's no a mathematical competency test or English competency. They want you to be a damn fool, an ignorant ass fool. With such an initial handicap, even bright lower class individuals have little, if any, hope of extricating themselves from their assigned lot in life. This form of slavery is essential to maintaining some measure of social order, peace, and tranquility for the ruling upper class. God, man. Woo! That's heat. They tell you right there what they doing in the 50s, what they have planned. And they got your dumbasses around here listening to bullshit, using all type of drugs and pills and not reading anything. You think everything's on a damn screen? You're not reading shit? You better go pick up some books, man. I'm telling you, and the book is where they put the information, the game at. They're telling you even the brightest coming from the poor demographics don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. They set it up like that by design. Why do you think they control the funding of all these public schools? Why do you think they price a lot of these upper class private institutions out of range? They don't want you there. They want you dumb as F. Hey, man, I'm just bringing you the information. What you do with it is what you do. I'm not here to try to get you to do something you don't want to do. I'm just lacing you up. Big Herc 916. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall. I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.